two, welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before I get started, I will not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. And if it feels like I'm talking about you, you need to check yourself, because words only hurt whenever they are true. If you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description. Make sure you go watch the video on my second channel. It's a really good video. And make sure you follow me on Instagram right now and share this video. All right, guys, I'm leaving the gym right now, so we are in the Charger. I'm on a different camera. I got the other camera outside the car. It won't be 360, but you'll still see where I'm driving. Okay, today we're going to be talking about if a woman has any of these things that I'm going to name today or any of these situations, you need to run ASAP. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because to notify women little things that they're doing wrong, but also let you guys give you guys some boundaries, because one thing that you guys have to understand, woman's nature is woman's nature. A good woman is a good woman. A bad woman is a bad woman. You know what they are. You know the difference between the two. It's just that as a man, based off of how much you like them, will determine how much of them red flags you're gonna let slide. How much of your boundaries you're gonna let slide and let down. You have boundaries. It's just that really it's easy to enforce your boundaries and red flags onto people that are not attractive and that you're not attractive to. Women do it too. When it comes across the guy that they really don't want, they treat him bad and then they up and leave him and not even care about his emotions. Well, you guys have to realize when it comes to an unattractive woman that you was dealing with, or maybe you were using just to get in the bed, you do the same thing to her, and then she finds a way to look good, and then she turns around and does it to another guy. That's what happens in life. One hand is always slapping the other, then the other hand is slapping somebody else. Hopefully that makes sense if I worded it right. So today I'm going to be going over some things. If a woman has these things, run immediately. All right, let's get to it. First, too many cosmetic accessories. You have to realize the more a person do not believe in themselves, the more they try to transfer themselves into somebody else, which is why you have a lot of people that are becoming trans now. It's because they're not getting the results of who they are that they think that they're entitled to get. So you have to understand, when it comes to a woman, the more fake things you see on her, the more likely she don't believe in herself and she don't love herself and she don't care about herself. If she don't love herself and she don't care about herself, I can tell you right now, it's going to be virtually impossible for her to love you, and she's going to want you to do all the work at loving her. That's just what people do who don't love themselves. They slip into depression. And when they slip into depression, they're always the victim, and they're expecting everyone else to treat them how they feel inside, which has also become a problem with society. So when you start seeing fake nails, fake hair, fake wigs, fake sunglasses, fake clothes, fake everything, she just went in the mirror and went into her closet and transformed into a whole nother different woman. Leave her alone. Now, I'm talking to thorough dudes. It's some dudes out there, you don't believe in yourself. You're suffering from the same thing she's suffering from. You out here buying watches, you buying everything, you're buying a lot of accessories. Guess what? You actually belong with that woman. Why? Because both of you are the same and you can understand each other's insecurity. For every woman that don't deserve a certain type of guy, there is a guy that deserves that type of woman, because there's a guy in her lane. Now, if you're not in that lane, you need to run. If you're a regular conservative person, which is what I think most of you guys are, you're not going to be buying all that. So to the guy that's not buying all that, when you see a woman with all that, you need to run away immediately. All right? Next, if she has a close relationship with her mother, but her mother is single. All right? I'm going to repeat this. If she has a close relationship with her mother and her mother is single, you need to walk away immediately. One thing about women, when they get under a certain ideology, they follow it. They commit to it. So when you have a mother who's married, She's gonna try to force her daughter to get married because she don't want her daughter out here running around in the streets. That's gonna ruin herself to keep her from getting a man. So understand, a married mom will always tell the daughter, you need to get married, even if they're telling her to marry a guy that she don't like. You can ask any woman out here. Mothers will tell their daughter, marry that guy because he's nice. Marry that guy because he has a good job. Marry that guy because he has a good family. That's what a married mom's gonna do. She's gonna already be working in your favor. But when you're dealing with a woman who has a single mom, you gotta leave that alone, because her mom is telling her, you don't need a man. A man's gonna dog you out. A man's gonna do this to you. A man's gonna do that, because she's bitter that she doesn't have a man in her life. You have to realize, when women fall into ideologies, they commit to them. This is why it's easier to get a woman to go along with the program and get a woman to go along with agendas. Men see the light. Women don't like it when a man see the light. So understand, when she has an ideology between her and her mom, that's bad news. You will never be able to get her on your program, because she will always have to okay it with mommy. I got to go talk to mommy about this. I got to go deal with mommy about this. My mom said this. You're going to get a lot of that. Why even put yourself in a headache? But I guarantee you, if her mom is married, then both of them want to always have dinner with you. They're going to want to invite you to the house for dinner. They're going to want to invite you to do that. So understand, if there is no marriage, if her mom is single, walk away. Next, deadbeat relatives. A deadbeat brother that's in and out of jail, a brother who has multiple baby mamas, a brother who is just a deadbeat, typically that's going to come from having a deadbeat father. So altogether, if she has deadbeat siblings, leave it alone. If you have deadbeat siblings, then it's time for you to go on your own. You have to realize, guys, you're only going to go as far as the people that you keep around you. You're only going to go as far as the person that you talk to for no reason. So if she's close to her siblings that are deadbeats and close to a father who's a deadbeat, you got to get out of there. And the reason why is because she's accustomed to drama. Deadbeat spirits are always accustomed to drama. That's what keeps them going. The drama is what they need. The drama gives them the rush. The drama feels natural. When you're a man and you want to start a family and you want to build something up, you need peace and quiet so your brain has enough clearance in order for you to think. Why you think the male lion always walks around his territory by himself or with his sons, so he can think clearly without all the cubs and the women around him, so he can stay on top of the game. The woman is going to always want to be around the crowd. She's going to always want to be around everybody, the kids all grouped together so she can feel powerful. You got to understand, you're either going to be a hyena or you're going to be a lion. All right? If she has deadbeat brothers and sisters and deadbeat relatives, she comes from a hyena pride. A hyena pride is ran by females, which is why they don't last long and they don't learn how to hunt. They learn how to take from others. But if you look at a lion pride is ran by the male. It's more organized. They live longer. The pride stay together more, and they become more powerful the more they are. When it comes to hyenas, the more hyenas that are in the pride, the more dysfunctionality is going to be there. And then eventually they all turn on each other. So if she has deadbeat siblings, get away from them. She's going to be problematic forever because she hasn't taught how to get on a program. Next, this is going to be a type of clothing here. And at this point of life, this is very, very, very crucial at this point of life. If she's still wearing yoga pants and Jordans, Air Force Ones, sneakers, big hoodies with the yogas, get away from it. Get away from it, because she know what she's doing. She knows she's trying to get attention sexually, but then she's going to try to slide and tell you, oh, I'm only wearing it because it's comfortable. No, it doesn't work like that, sweetheart. If there's no real woman around to teach a woman what a man desires is going to do, she'll never know she's doing something wrong. women have to be careful because, for one, there's a lot of sick people out here in the world, and these women are running around and they're not understanding what their brains are doing to men's desires that are driving a lot of these guys crazy. So understand, if she's still wearing leggings, she's still wearing Jordans, she's still wearing sneakers, and she's still wearing those things that are going to be revealing, leave it alone. She's still wearing baggy, if she's still wearing baggy hoodies with it, leave it alone. It's an immature mindset. In today's world, what you have to understand, guys, the more mature that you become, the less immature woman you're going to be around. Because one thing about an immature woman, she could stay immature forever because there's always some guy that's going to want to sleep with her. So it's going to always be a guy that's letting his boundaries down in order to get her. You can't be like, man, if I don't let my boundaries down, then I'm not going to get her. No, that's the girl you don't want. You guys be so afraid of losing a woman that you shouldn't even be with in the first place. All right? So understand, out of these accessories that I just gave you today, if she has any of these, fall back. If she ain't holding you down, she's slowing you down. This is Anthony Spade. Subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.